Previously on Tomorrow's End.
Wow, shit got weird over there.
If we were hipsters, we'd be in a basement.
Not the fact that she was eating the cucumber. It was the fact that she had a Dumbledore reference.
You and I have both seen him without his
on a
pants.
door. We're playing on a door, by the way, not a table.
I'm going to choke that monkey.
I have had surgery pictures taken on this door half naked, thank you.
I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. He can't hear us because he doesn't have headphones on either, so, you know.
Welcome to Morrow's End, a live play podcast set in the Morrow Project game universe. Episode 11, Should I Stay or Should I Go? As the team celebrates their victory, they unexpectedly run into someone from Doc's past, while Ashcan makes a disturbing discovery outside the walls that shakes him to his very core.
Everybody notices that of the townsfolk that are coming up near you guys, the oldest of the people, the really old octogenarians, they're wandering right up with big smiles.
As opposed to the young octogenarians.
Jesus. The children poking at, you know, the striker vehicle with a stick, poking at Ashcan with a stick.
Wise move.
You speak their language.
The adults, most of the adults are standing back and just staring. They've never seen what they're looking at before. Is anybody still
so much for
up
stealth.
near? Everybody's down near the vehicle.
I am just rising from my coffin.
Well, you hear commotion outside.
I'm following the women with the pots of stew.
Oh, yeah, they're setting up right there.
Yeah, no, I'm
No,
offer to help in any way I can.
Right, so
I have limped to the vehicle, and I am leaning.
Okay.
I'll get the lights
tell me what I'm
remounted.
seeing as I crawl out of my giant metal sarcophagus here.
You step out and you see tons of townsfolk hanging around, looking at the vehicle, looking at your new to you crew. There's celebration of many of the people that you can see are holding either crossbows or rifles are down congratulating
Me.
Yes.
They're congratulating
Yes, in
me
fact, actually, they're
because I saved them.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Did
no.
everybody miss the one that I took down spectacularly?
That
'Cause
was spectacular.
Thank you, because I'm not forgetting.
No, I'm not forgetting at all.
And
I'm just saying that I
Right.
definitely saved more people than Ashcan did.
Oh yeah, no,
that's all I'm saying.
Even I could see that from where I was.
Especially that two with one bullet.
yeah,
Giant
that
squirrels
yeah,
that
it totally
have
counts
been
as two.
attacking the town.
Yeah. Except for you notice there's a really old guy.
Giant squirrels. This is not
Flies
Toronto,
cane,
man.
walks up to Will, and you see him take his cane and go, poke, poke. You feel someone poking you in the back. Well,
I turn.
old guy looks at you up and down and goes,
No kidding.
Are you real?
As far as I know, yes.
No, sir. He's fake as shit.
You're real. Last time I saw you, you were outside the walls of that big noisy gun of yours.
Yes, sir.
Why aren't you old?
I had a nap.
That can't be you.
Does this guy look at all familiar?
not to you.
I don't think we've met. My
He
name's
shakes
Will.
his head and he says,
I gotta be mistaken.
My name's Will. I just woke up. Tell me
gives
about
you-
this fella.
He gives you a funny look. It's a little short old guy, and he wanders over towards the striker, and you see him put his hand
I'm
on
enjoying
it.
it.
And you hear him mumble, because you're closest, you hear him mumble.
Feels real, but it can't be.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Samson. I've been in the town ever since it existed.
How long has this town existed?
Oh, who are you, young lady?
I'm Charlie.
You look hurt. What'd you do? What? Who hurt this little lady?
I did.
We
Sorta.
No, we're not going to lie about shit. Looks like
I got.
fucking truth
Although,
bombs
in all
fucking the whole
fairness,
system up.
she was already broken when I found her.
She hurt me too.
That would be Maxwell's militia.
But what really happened is I got blown up trying to help some people in another town
And then she got blown up trying to escape.
after she shot me in the foot.
It's really a long story that we don't need to go into too heavily, but
What's blown up?
Y'all morons, why don't you come on over here? Let's have a little confab. You can get your eat on here in a minute.
I'm already eating.
You,
Samson, this is Doc. You might
Listen.
want to meet him.
I'm standing there in my suit. I have a pistol drawn just in case. I've had a full 8 hours of sleep.
Just in case.
Just in case. Ashcan's over there eating human soup. She's running over there because she can't just wait to get a good belly full of fucking diarrhea.
It's not a fucking MRE, is it? Maybe something will move finally.
Fact. Fascinating.
You're an engineer. If you can't build an enema machine...
It's like, there's an easy way of doing this.
I'm just saying.
That's a personal problem.
Alex.
What did you expect was going to happen?
You called your team for a meeting. What?
I don't know. That's why they're all just... All right.
Giant fucking wolves, to answer your question.
Perfect.
No, really.
No, it's fine. You tell me giant
look outside,
fucking
for fuck's
balls
sake.
for all I care. I don't care. Ultimately, what I want to find out here is, why are you going to eat the big soup bowl out over there?
Because I'm a goddamn hero, and they're thanking me, and I'm eating their thing.
Settle down.
It was a gift. It would be rude.
First off, what's the people look like?
They look like...
Are they well fed?
Yes, actually, they're well fed. You actually even see some fat people.
So, okay, that's good. Do I see any alopecia, hair kind of floating off? Is there any sunken eyes in the group?
Are you looking for
All
cannibals?
these people look incredibly...
No, inbred.
All these people look incredibly healthy to you.
As he's checking these people out for their weirdness, I'm going to be helping myself to a second bowl.
So are we in Muskegon?
No, there's no inbred here.
People are healthy.
Well, no, he's asking if they got sunken
That's
eyes.
what I'm trying to find out. If there's any inbred anomalies in the genome. Let's take a look and see if they've been eating one another for a lack of vitamins. I'm really looking for what we need to find.
The old man that was
First
talking
off.
to Will has wandered over to Ashcan and is poking at him.
Doc, I'm pretty sure that we're not in Flint, but considering the local area, I think we're in Grand Blanc. Well fed. Is there a golf course around? We're probably in Grand Blanc, dude. There's a Ren Fair just down the road. Let's go get a turkey leg.
I know the jailers.
Watch us go.
Case
Why are
in
you
point,
poking at me, old
before
man?
you start rooting around at those tables, all right? Go over to the old med pack, find the Imodium.
You don't want me to use the death by diarrhea table, do you?
Correct. So I get some pills.
I'm
just
sorry,
in
what?
case.
There's a table in the game that you can shit yourself to death.
And
Only death is the lucky part.
I'd like to point out that I'm only going to take out some for 3 because 3 of us have already ate locally, if not in the area, so we have already had the bug. But I'm sure, in fact, I'm positive, as soon as she devours her 3rd bowl, or her, or him, they're going to be able to shit through a keyhole.
I had that problem.
All right, we're going to stack. We're stacking the deck on this one.
Okay.
So I got to take Imodium?
Not yet.
Okay.
You will be
Soon.
So,
Big hairy one. You're not like the rest.
Well, you probably heard of me at some point in time, old man. Ashcan.
Oh, because he's famous.
Well, then you tell me. Why is that one?
Says the broad eating.
Why is that one still alive? Why, he calls himself Will.
You two are famous.
They're sleepers, old man. You know, been in the ground, woke up.
What's this thing?
he starts touching the striker.
They call it a strike or whatever that is.
It's a wagon.
You almost see his eyes almost like something come back inside of him.
Is he having a war flashback?
And he says,
Can't be a striker.
Well, that's what they call it. That's the first time I've ever seen one.
It can't be. They're all gone. I buried them myself.
Wait, you buried them?
and he's like,
Who are you again?
Ashcan.
What's an ash can?
Place where you put ashes.
Wait a minute. Tim, does the name Simon ring any bells from when we went in?
I love using fudge dice for the wrong thing. Possibly.
How old is he?
Older than
Venerable.
that.
Not Simon, it's Samson.
Samson.
He
Sorry.
looks to you, he's well into his 80s.
We've been here for over 200 years. I mean, we couldn't have known anybody pre.
Yes, we could. He woke up. Doc
Samson?
woke up.
Hold on now.
Hell, she woke
I
up.
recognize this old fucker.
No, you do not.
The names sound familiar.
Possibly.
I'm just going to look right at him and go, hey, were you Morrow?
No.
That was cocked.
Doesn't count. Bounced off the burger.
All right. I got to do percentile now.
Point of order.
What'd you get?
55.
There's that noise again.
No, I didn't use anything, by the way. That was straight.
Doesn't matter. It's still going to be an
old fucker.
Yes,
This
sir.
area.
The name Samson rings a bell on you immediately because one of the teams that you trained with had a Samson on it. At the same moment, when you utter the word Morrow, you see all of a sudden the old man have a moment of clarity. He just looks at you and goes,
You're not recon.
Oh, no, we're science team, 100%. I don't know what he was. Medical, probably.
He was science team also.
Your name's Samson, huh?
No, I'm Samson.
I look familiar to you at all?
No, I've never seen one like you before.
No? How long you been out, boy?
No, I got out just this morning. I just heard the commotion last night. And,
No, when did you wake up?
So you got,
just a little bit before that when all the commotion.
The other definition.
When did you wake up to the end of the world?
No, the world's always been.
No. Think back.
Who are you people again?
All right, Samson, you said you saw me before. How long ago?
Oh, wait, point of order.
point of order.
Is there a mission statement for the Morrow Project? Something that we would have been drilled in during training?
Yeah.
extraordinary mission, ordinary people.
Sir, extraordinary mission, ordinary people.
I love these dice. They roll nice.
Oh, we kind of hate you right now, Tim. Hey, I found it.
And for
Oh,
the
she found the fuck you Tim card.
and for the listeners, the card is aloft.
He, as soon as you say that, you again see him get a moment of clarity.
It's not a moment if it keeps happening.
And while
No,
he
and it
has
goes away.
Intermittent.
Yeah, it's intermittent.
as he has that moment of clarity, I'm going to go, when did you wake up?
I don't know. It's been so long.
You got a last name?
We just woke up days ago.
What was the last name?
Right. I think right. Am I right? Yeah, right.
I
And
know
so-
who he is, don't I?
Yes, it is Samson Wright. Actually, you know him as Samson R. Wright. He was a sergeant with one of the teams that was supposed to be part of your science team, was supposed to wake them up.
Right.
They were supposed to be basically your secondary.
Recon team.
Okay, I got a plan. We're going to have to discuss this here in a few minutes, but you're going to have to help.
I can do that.
You just see the old man turn around and start going, "Here,
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Well, they're
You seen
doing.
my cat?
Yeah.
I'm going to lean over to one of the
Do me
townsfolk and go, does he have a cat?
little kid goes, "No, what's a cat?"
Okay,
There
I
you
thought
go.
so.
While they're doing this, I'm going to wander
Continue
outside
to eat
and
your bowl of fucking human food.
start cleaning and processing one of the wolves.
for big growing mountain men shitbags.
Where were you during the fight?
Sleeping like
Exactly.
like a man does.
Exactly. Sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah, where were you?
Killing.
Yeah, rooting around outside like a fucking caveman.
Killing.
Ooh, boom, sticko, boom.
It was rather
Subtly
savage.
take out my...
Go over the wall.
There was
He
no
stayed
precision
inside.
whatsoever.
While they're grunting at each other, I'm just going to subtly take out my flask and take a couple sips and huff and wait for dinner.
You
Who are you
have
guys?
dinner.
Can I help you guys?
Yes, I'd like to talk with.
I'm Samson.
Yeah, exactly, Miss Sampson. Why don't you come on over here? I'm a bit of like a doctor.
What's a doctor?
Oh, you remember what a doctor is?
And why is my accent always the same no matter what the NPC is?
Unsure. That's
what editing's for.
Unsure.
He could be German. I mean,
Hey,
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's not him.
That's
No.
not German.
That was Germanadian.
Germanania.
That was
My
Jeramian.
name is Samson. Right.
No, see, Samson Wright doesn't work with us.
That's Larry the
British.
Oktoberfest
See, that's it.
clown.
That's the
British.
accent
Just
you
pronounce
have if you're from
just pronounce all your
Alpena.
consonants.
Oh, yeah. Nice, huh? Hey, Charlie.
Yeah,
Borrow you for a few minutes?
of course.
Samson, why don't you have a seat right here in this old camp chair? It's very comfy, very comfy.
I'm going to nudge
He
Doc.
pokes at it with his cane. He said, That's a.
It's a chair. It's
chair.
for sitting on.
He settles down in it.
I'm going to.
How good are you at hypnotism?
What would that be on a skill thing?
It's a skill.
You could use it
hypnotism.
under your psychology.
Yeah,
There's,
honestly, it is
hypnotism with
What's
psychology.
a psychology?
Well, especially because the broad term psychology, it doesn't have behavioral psychology or anything
Yeah.
else. So you could take anything under that subheading and you could roll for it.
I'm sorry, I don't see a subheading
I
labeled
have an
magic.
80
You shush.
in psychology, so should I
Okay.
roll for this?
Go for that
For
77.
40.
Just because
I
you
have-
think it's magic,
I'm going to nudge
come?
Doc.
it's voodoo.
He's probably got a journal.
Well, what I'm hoping is we can kind of tap into a couple of things. We can get a little bit more information, not just about this.
Yeah,
this
but
whole-
if he's got a journal, it will tell us what
I
he can't
get
remember.
that. One of the things that, all right, little scientific hoodoo juju here at you. So they've been experimenting with people who have Alzheimer's. and using hypnotism. What they're finding is there is a dangerous area and a good area.
I think that's called sundowners.
Well, because it can turn them psychotic. That's the other bonus.
That was what I wondered about right there.
But worst case scenario is the town's probably used to it, and it's worth trying to see if he'll go.
It makes sense, yeah.
And we've got a psychologist. When else is she going to feel so useful?
Trying, right?
Well, that was cold. The other aspect here is really harsh. The other aspect that we're going to find into this is trying to convince him to take us back to his house is going to be a pretty long and enduring thing.
It's uphill,
and then the rest, all of a sudden, you guys are sitting around heroes. Can go to sideways pretty fast with the vocals.
Oh, I can get him to take us back to the house.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's not the best.
Let's see what we can do first.
What's the pretty lady
I rolled a 50.
Grandpa, tell us more stories.
To try 50. To hypnotize him.
50's pretty solid.
What's that funny spirally thing?
That's her hair.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. I can't help it. It's just like this.
You smell funny from all the... What is that called?
Cleanliness. Hygiene.
No.
Soap.
No, I smell something.
Iodine.
Gunpowder.
Diesel fuel.
No, he smells iodine, I'm sure.
He actually gets up, creaks up out of the chair, walks over to you, Charlie, and says,
No. What? It's coming from you. What's in that little flask?
Oh, this would be moonshine, sir.
Are you drinking moonshine, or are you drinking... You said earlier you were drinking the whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I knew I had picked up some moonshine from Jerry as well, because he gave me some of his shitty shine.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the whiskey's what I have in my flask, so to be fair, yeah.
Pour a little touch of the creature from my private reserve.
I'm sorry, touch of the creature from your private? What?
You got what she's got?
His is a little better than mine.
Yeah, Samson, have a seat. Take a drink.
Wild
He
turkey
creaks himself back into the chair.
This is fine medicine right here.
He grabs the flask from you and takes a sniff and...
This reminds
takes you back,
me.
Doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Takes you back a good.
Oh, that has not touched my lips in over 2 decades. I tried for years to replicate this, what we had in the trade packs, but it's still low grade, Swill. We could never get the flavor right. Who would have known that chocolate's more valuable than a good whiskey?
Fucking A, right, man? That's been our gold.
And he drinks it and he's...
Hey, have you seen my cat? You seen my cat?
Well, Samson, we haven't seen your cat. Maybe we can go back to your house in a little while and look.
Hi, pretty lady. When did you get here?
I've been here a while. Let's have a talk.
Talk about what?
Why don't you sit back and relax a little bit?
All right.
Have a couple drinks of that, and we'll have a little talk in a little bit.
Drinks of what?
Look what's in your hand.
Oh, it's an empty flask.
Oh, it's empty. Doc, you got some more of that?
No.
Here, I'm going to take some of my shitty whiskey, and I'm going to pour it into his cup. Here's the thing, though.
No, we don't.
The shitty whiskey is probably going to trigger almost as many memories, because he probably didn't have a lot of fine whiskey back in the day. So I'm going to pour some of my shitty whiskey into his cup and give that back to him.
All right, I just had an idea, too.
Yes, Doc.
All right, let's do this. Just keep sipping it. My idea before we go too far, what we need to do is we need to find some oak trees. You know what an oak tree is?
I like where your head's at.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so on board.
I used to know this character.
I'm not there right now. I'm out doing hunting stuff.
Yeah, he didn't come with us,
Cleaning
remember?
and-
You're hunting? You're outside the walls?
I am outside the wall.
All right,
Getting
Ashcan.
a wolf.
You walked out. No, you walked out to gut a wolf. There's nothing.
Wait, what?
There's no dead wolves in the field.
Blood?
Even with an 11 for observation?
That's an 11.
You observe that you see where every single one of them dropped. You found the blood, and there's drag marks. They're heading to the woods.
Oh, shit.
I'm going back inside now.
Oh, great.
Chicken shit decided to join us.
Sounds like someone snatched Barb on Stranger Things, huh?
No shit.
Shit. So mad.
I'm a wire man. Uh-oh. I was going to come out here and dry hump one of these old goddamn carcasses from the wolves.
Samson, you
Remind me
look
to
a
tell you a
little
story
tired.
about my friend Jay sometime.
Let's
gonna
sit
need
back
some.
and relax a little bit.
I'm not tired at all. I had a good night's sleep, except for you people making all that noise.
I know.
that
That's
noise.
why,
You know what that noise
that
was,
must have
right?
been stressful.
That was
I will.
Doc snoring.
Just a minute.
I need some silver and some white oak.
Sounded like somebody had a completely screwed up M60 that wasn't firing right, but...
Ashcan, you got a vampire?
No,
I'm going to hook this old boy.
shapeshifters.
Well, What?
Joy.
What do you think?
You found my cat yet?
There's your answer.
Your patient has to be willing to be hypnotized.
Well,
They have to be able
shut
to like.
up so I can hypnotize him.
Well, if we keep him drunk. Well, we get him to drunky chatty stage.
Drunky Chatty is only going to get him into a certain realm of knowledge.
Right.
Somebody
Try
give him
other
a gun
stimulus.
to clean.
Hey, Doc.
Try other stimulus.
He's a speed
You
freak.
know,
Doc.
I'm gonna take out my pistol. I'm gonna take out the clip. I'm gonna take.
shoot him in the foot.
Listen, bitch.
Oh, yeah, this is
People,
much
fucking
better than
veterinarians.
hypnotism.
Hey, Doc, why don't you try giving him some of this?
Here, hand me the...
Hold on, y'all. Fucking A. All right, I'm going to take out a pistol. I'm going to pop out the clip. I'm going to pop out the bullet loaded in the chamber. I'm going to hand it to him with a cloth and cleaning tools and going to go, you have 5 minutes to break this down. Go, soldier.
Hey, Doc.
You see him easily release the slide, pulls the slide apart, he cleans it, and gets it back together in less than a minute.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Well
Hey,
done.
See, I was going straight for the enema. Because he said stimulus, right?
This
You
isn't Dr.
guys,
Kellogg. Come on, we've
maybe,
evolved.
maybe if we get him back into familiar surroundings, he won't keep going off.
Take him inside the striker.
No, I think we take him back to his house because he's probably got interesting stuff there.
All right, hold on.
No. The striker is going to take him to
Actually,
that mind
no,
space.
but he might have in his home Morrow memorabilia.
Again,
Yeah,
I think
but-
we've got something to this, but it's not going to be all of us being able to do it. This is going
It's
to
true. Some of us have to back away.
Some of us are going to have to back out of it.
I'm gonna
So-
back out of
No,
it
no,
as
no,
an
no,
engineer.
You ain't going anywhere because you
okay.
gave him the gun.
All right.
Hey, Will.
Notice
I
I,
think-
did not give him any of my babies.
Take a little bit of this
And her
and give it to
should
him.
probably
And if
go.
he asks you
Okay.
where it's from, tell him it's from Uncle Steve.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yep.
So why don't tell you what?
I'll hand off
Hey,
that vial to
wait a
Mobius.
second. I know what a soldier needs. A smoke. Oh yes.
Good call.
Who's got one?
I've got a whole pack right here.
Guy's got a pack on the dashboard.
Oh, no, those are cloves.
You shut up.
Those are mine.
What the fuck is Guy doing with clove cigarettes? That's the
Devil's lettuce.
first. That's the first question. All right, that you better come up with a fucking answer before you leave to Florida. Because that right there is a big fucking mess.
Yeah.
I've been around. I've done
There's
some
not
shit.
enough angst in Canada for them to be
I
smoking
was going to
cloves.
say, that's just like the fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Guy's from Letterkenny. That's what it is. He's one of those goths from
Oh, it's
Letterkenny.
one of those fucking skids.
Is there
is
enough
what he is.
angst for them to smoke cloves?
Right, exactly.
He can't be. I've listened to his music.
Two.
Cloves do not go with Tim Hortons.
That's a fucking fact.
No, that's
Tim Bits and cloves do not go well together, guys.
That's
Just trust me on this.
1.5. That's not 2.
Next thing you guys will know, you'll find pictures of him dressed as Ace Frehley.
I'm going back into the house. I'm done.
What kind of ass backwards pageantry is that?
Like, seriously. Now, he can have his April wine collection of CDs up there, all 4 of them, okay? And his
Bryan
Triumphs,
Adams.
His Bryan Adams, his Triumph, no problem.
Oh, bare
give
naked
that to him.
ladies, too.
Rush.
Oh, my Christ. I'm going to throw a...
He keeps it all
Fucking
under a big
savages.
old jug of maple
Somebody say
syrup.
They had smokes.
Yes, I got
I do.
I got
Yes.
a timeout that I really want to address here. So, okay. There's a couple of avenues we're going to run down on this, right? Do you think you ladies can get info out of this old
I'm sure I
cocksucker?
can. Without the distractions, I'm sure I can.
My thought is get him into the striker where it's a Morrow strictly environment, so there's no modern stuff.
Either way, it's a 50-50 call. What are we ever going to do? The striker's closer because he's sitting outside of it in a fucking thing.
We'll get him to his house
Second
after
of
the
that,
striker.
He's been, old Ashcan's been begging for some attention, wants to chat, so I figure we can go chat with that.
Yeah, you saw him leave and come back and have an actual concerned look on his face.
Which is weird because that means he's had a thought.
Right?
And there's no white stuff in his beard.
No love.
He's not soaked in blood head to toe, not for
Amen.
once.
Okay, so we have some smokes in here. Do you want to come in and have a cigarette?
You know, Captain Jensen loved his camels. God, he wouldn't stop smoking the damn things inside the vehicle, no matter how much we complained. Oh, the withdrawals were hell on all of us when he ran out 3 weeks later.
I bet they were.
Oh, man, that man was a son of a bitch.
What happened to him?
Out there in Gary, he dismounted the Maudus and held them all off at Gary. I really wish you would have came with us.
Over at Gary, is that where you woke up?
And he's Any smile on his face just completely disappears, and he's staring at the ground.
So what do you do here?
Look for my cat. You see my cat?
What happened to your cat?
I don't know. I've been looking for him.
How long did he go? When did he run away?
I don't remember.
What's he look like?
He had 4 kitty
Like the size
legs.
of a bread box?
And a kitty tail.
Yeah, the kitty tail with kitty
He
ears.
had some kitty whiskers. He looked just like a cat.
It was about 1.5 feet long, black,
Yeah.
with a white stripe down the back.
That's a skunk, sir. This is my cat, Stinky.
Did the cat hear Stinky? I'm looking for my Stinky.
Well, there it is.
Did you have the cat and the striker with you, or was that before?
What are you looking at me like that
He doesn't
for?
like you.
That was
doesn't
just
like
another
me?
direction. You were correct.
You asked too many questions.
I do. I'll sit
But
back
he
and
looks.
listen for a while.
He gets up though. He looks, starts going towards you, and reaches next to your head and says,
How do you have that?
What is he pointing at?
pointing at Guy's BDU jacket that has his Morrow ID clipped to it.
It's because we just woke up.
Where did you get this? Commander's not gonna. He's gonna be all upset if he knows you guys have this.
Our commander is dead. What happened to yours?
Oh, we left him. We had to leave him in Gary.
Oh, that's sad. How come?
It was the only way the rest of us could leave. First of all, who are you?
My name is Charlie Steele.
No. What's your team?
What the hell is the actual team
Did we
number?
not designate that?
No,
yet?
we never did.
Well, we did, but we did it on
We're called
Facebook.
Team Beaver.
S-05 I think is hilarious.
Team Beaver.
Okay, let's use that. So we'd have this.
Beaver.
Team Beaver.
Team Beaver.
No.
Beaver.
Beaver.
Go Team Beaver.
Beaver. Beaver. Beaver.
No,
I
no.
said Beaver.
We are
Beaver.
we are officially
He's Canadian.
Beaver.
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 Charlie.
Yes.
We're officially MIS-5 because written out that's Michigan SOS.
Ah, okay. We are
Team Beaver.
Michigan S-05.
Beaver power.
Power of the Beaver.
Wow, nice to meet you, Charlie. I'm Samson Wright from Recon Team M55.
Nice to meet you.
Benevolent Order of the Beaver.
When were you guys frozen?
We were one of the last ones frozen just before the asteroids hit, from what we understand.
Oh, so you guys went in with just after I did. It was frozen June 2017. You woke up when?
Just a couple days ago, 3-4 days ago.
You just woke up? I've been out 55 years.
Something went wrong. We didn't get our signal. We didn't get woke up.
Our base should have been in Cairo, Michigan, and we should have only been asleep for 20 to 30 years, not 200.
Do you have any other questions for him? Because you've got one more answer.
Oh, shit.
What other questions do I need, you guys?
Really?
Yeah.
You're there. Yeah. Look at Doc. Doc's with you. Doc's with you.
Doc, are you with us?
No, I'm not there.
Damn it.
Well, Doc, use your magic power to talk into her head and use that
Yes,
Never
microphone.
been a
Radio.
problem before.
You mean like the two-way
Oh my
radios
God.
that everybody's wearing?
We got a radio.
Hey, Josh, I think we're about to lose him. Is there anything else we need to know?
Burning questions. You get one.
One.
Well, probably one. We don't know one. That's meta.
Actually,
That's true. He's fading fast. I don't think we have a lot of
I
time
know.
left.
The first question that pops into my mind is, did he get his cache open? Or the more pressing question for me to know is, did any of his team live?
We already know they didn't. We already know he buried
Well,
them all.
No, only the commander.
Yeah.
No, because he said when he first looked at Will.
Correct.
Okay.
He buried them.
A bigger question, actually,
He's
is
old.
there anybody else here like us?
Here in this village? No.
Locally, in the region.
Well, that's just it. He's not going to know him. No,
Maybe,
they're
maybe not.
If she'd have known he was a part of the project, she'd have fucking taken him
well,
out.
yeah.
So that's why I'm sorry, I'm just throwing
No,
your
you're right.
ass into there. So
No,
I'd
fuck y'all,
rather
Morrow
know
people.
Right on.
What the hell? The bus just hit. Back up.
All right, hold on. All right, I'm going to use my magic DM dice here. I'm missing something that,
There's an obvious question we should be asking. What the hell is it, Tim?
and we need to find it as we go forward for the rest. I think this will make a difference in the game. The problem is I'm missing. Maybe I'm coming up with something. Hold on. I came out
Did I
early
smell something
accidentally.
burning?
Even he would have come
So
out
did my
early.
team. He did too.
He came out
They
first.
came out late. So here's the question: where was your rendezvous point?
That was 55 years ago.
And I rolled a 55 initially, so fuck off.
There's a lot of fingers being flown around.
leave it to Cam to find something I did not prep for.
Ooh.
Did I think too far?
You walking penis.
Well,
I shoot him in the face. How did you not know
Over
this
the
was
radio.
happening?
Over the radio. He's listening to this discussion while you guys are talking, and something there sparked him that he said,
Well, we woke up near the Indiana border. I'm not exactly sure. We lost the vehicle and the nav years ago. We were the last two out. Not long after we woke up, we had one hell of a fight down. We went south down near Gary. A whole bunch of just assholes. They call themselves the Krell.
Oh, yes, we know of the Krell. We've been told.
And that's where we lost the commander. He held them off while we could make it out. Just two of us left. The vehicle was horribly disabled. Our medic and the chems officer, they both died in the vehicle on the way up. We kept driving and driving, trying to lose them. I think we made it about 20 miles west of here before the vehicle finally gave out. Did what I could to hide it, and we just decided to pick a random direction and walked. We ran into this little town here, helped them. All the folk around here, they seemed to understand what they were doing because they were starting to farm. So we helped them build a fence. That's when they started calling us the smart fellas. And we built the wall, and then that helped protect them from the damn wolves. The problem is that the Krell found us. And the problem, when it all went to hell, Chester, I miss Chester. You guys know Chester?
Is that your cat?
No, not the cat. I haven't had my cat since I was back in Jersey.
I could have told you that.
But Chester Jennings, he was one of my buddies. He was from southern Alabama, and he's one of these weirdos that had a hobby learning survivalist knowledge. We all made fun of him until, everything you see here is his creation.
Will knows Chester. Will does. He's a relative.
Is that why you look like him?
You're a dick, Tim. I'm not in there.
Yeah,
No,
he's
that's
not
true.
in there.
I'm
Yeah.
putting the lights back on
Is that
top.
why that fella looks like him?
I think so.
But Chester held them all off last time. We got everybody inside the walls, and only because Chester and that damn gun of his did something like, he called it water cooling. He was able to run that damn gun without stopping. Unfortunately, by the time we got in, the gates closed and got up the towers, the gunshot stopped, and all of a sudden we heard a boom. And all I could see was dust and a circle of 400 Krell laying dead. We could never find Chester.
Oh.
I knew the son of a bitch took all the C4.
So, death by suicide?
Not exactly.
Do you know Chester? Did you know Chester?
Does that ring any bells?
No, not to you. But he looks at you and he pokes at you again and says,
You're supposed to be older.
I think you're talking about my brother.
Hi, pretty lady. What are we doing here?
Oh, we were having a smoke. Do you want another one?
No, I'm not supposed to do that anymore.
Yeah, how come?
Don't remember.
Well, would you like to go back to your house and take a little break?
You gonna help me find my cat?
We can do that.
Oh, yeah. Meow.
I think it's back at your house. Let's go back there.
Help him find his cat.
I'll let Charlie handle that. I'm going to go look for some Imodium.
I'm going to come back out and...
What do I get for your shits?
And talk to Doc and Ashcan. I think we're going to have a run-in with Krell, and I think they're going to recognize me, and I think that's going to be potentially funny. Because we dress me up and cover me in flour and tell them I'm a ghost of the Christmas past spirit and just fuck with them. and
you notice that Ashcan looks concerned.
Yeah. He mentioned as he walked by coming in, wanting silver, white ash.
We need sticks. We need to make sharp sticks.
So what do you think you got out there?
Shapeshifters.
What makes you say that?
Ain't no bodies out there.
Drag marks?
Lots of them.
Everybody knows from fighting last night what you saw through the scopes were wolves that were 3 times normal size, and then one of them that was significantly larger than that. So that big.
Could something have dragged them off?
Yeah, they're wolves, but why?
Or
Yeah,
man
these were the
bears.
puppies.
Was something hungry?
No.
Well, and especially because it wasn't that long since the end of our battle from when Ashcan went out. There would have to been a lot of things dragging them, working that are big enough to drag them.
They would have, if they were going to eat him, they'd have eaten him on the spot.
Obviously, no
The ones
motors
out
were
on the
used or
edge.
anything
Unless
like that
they
because
were
we didn't
afraid.
hear anything.
No, that shows consciousness. They're gathered, they're dead.
The
Quietly.
shapeshifters, or further north you go, like Toski, Belzer. They had this thing they call Dogman.
Why are we automatically going to shapeshifters?
Look at it. It's a cave dweller.
I mean, why are we
Jesus
looking
Christ.
for zebras? If we hear hoof prints, maybe it's a horse.
How do you
Again.
hear hoof prints?
Hoof beats. Sorry, you're right. Hoof beats. Maybe something dragged it off. Maybe they're not fucking shapeshifters.
Look, I understand that y'all are sleepers and, things were different when you guys were up and walking, but a lot has changed here.
Why don't we ask the locals if they saw what got these?
Ashcan, have
Everyone's
you
been
seen
gawking at us. She would've
shapeshifters
seen it.
before? Have you seen this sort of thing happen before?
Well, the thing is, you
Once.
can't tell because they're always shifting shapes.
Wait, once? What? Define once. Tell me that story because I wanted to hear that story.
I was hunting up near middle of near Big Lake, and I watched it, and it looked like a dog at first, and then it stood upright, and then I seen it snatch a deer and run off with it.
So the wolves have evolved into mutant status then.
Well,
I
they said
understand.
it's what, way back when, I guess,
Dogmen.
when they said something about, like, the logging times, whatever that was, about dogmen and, like, native people that lived here before us and before anybody else would always talk about them.
Werewolves.
So what you're saying
No,
is
not
that
werewolves.
Not
the
werewolves.
native
Their
people
castle.
can turn into these dogs?
No,
things?
native
Yeah, I
people
still don't
are
understand where the
afraid of 'em.
shape-shifting part's coming in.
Yeah, that's
They
what we're
called 'em
trying to
that.
understand.
Is it like a Native American lore? Is that like a okay?
It's like a bear walker, only it's a dog.
More
So
appropriate.
sort of Sasquatch, sort of dog.
Oh, so okay, so they're druids. They got wild shape.
Yeah, that
Basically.
sounds
Okay.
right.
Yeah, basically.
I'm sorry, I just had to break that down into gamer for a second.
Right, that works. Useful for lots of things.
Are you okay, Ashcan?
No, we got a problem.
Didn't we just fix a problem? Don't
No,
we
this
get a
is-
break?
This is a serious problem.
Okay, like what kind of like? Are there more wolves back? Do we need to jump
All
back
right,
up?
What are we talking about over there?
Is it a problem you actually need someone to be able to kill something for?
Ooh, that's a good, interesting statement.
What?
Go outside and take a look.
We'll stick our head out the gate.
You easily look and you see that the field is clear.
But it's still got the bloody drag marks, right?
Yeah, if you go and investigate, there'll be blood and drag marks, but there's no dead bodies.
Are there footprints around the drag marks?
Where did the bodies go?
Shapeshifters.
Some of them have wolf prints around the drag marks. Some of them do not.
Yeah, but if they're dragging backwards and dragging the body behind it, it would obscure the marks.
So, we're
There-
going to need some silver. We're going to need some white oak.
Silver?
And we're going to need some sage.
Where would we find silver?
How does he know what silver is?
That's
do you know what
my
silver
favorite
is?
Question.
No, he would know. Not necessarily.
I mean, here, let me
They're
just go
gathered-
into my photography studio
They're
and
gathering
precipitate all
the
this silver
dead.
for us.
Well, yeah, that's what shapeshifters do. It's not the first time I've seen these things.
Still not convinced we're still on shapeshifters.
We're on shapeshifters now. This is fascinating. Go on.
But you
Thank
never,
you. Someone reasonable.
You never heard of Dogman?
No.
No.
Is that like Sam
I've heard of Goat Boy.
Goat boy.
Is that any relation to Goatsy?
No. Thank God.
Wait, what's goatsy?
Oh, here. Let me show you.
I have that
Oh,
on the
God.
computer.
Oh, God. You poor ignorant fuck. You poor ignorant
I set that as
fuck.
the screen on Guy's computer. I'll show you.
Are you all talking about the wolves?
Yes.
Yeah, they're too
Let's
smart
please,
for their own
let's
damn
please
good.
talk about the wolves again.
How did the bodies get pulled away. Where are the bodies?
No. That's not the bigger question.
Wait,
what do you mean too smart?
They're too smart for their own good.
Do they understand things like tools and doors?
Dogs
That
understand
would
doors.
make sense.
What would make sense? You have a story. Continue.
That would explain how they get in.
They get in. Oh, that's not good.
Get in where?
Like I said,
Into town?
There's times they'll come into town. They'll actually get into the house, in through the walls and into buildings.
So we need to design a lock that even people can't open.
Well, okay, we've seen them come up over the walls. Once they're inside, do they seem to be aware of where people are?
Yeah.
Are they smelling to find people?
I don't know. They just seem to know where to go. They know where people are.
What do? Do they just eat people that they find, or do they do anything else while they're here? Do they get into your supplies?
The first thing they always do is they try to kill all the livestock, all the goats.
Do they eat them, or do they just kill them?
They take them.
Why would they take them? Do they bury them?
No, I have to feed the rest of their clan.
I think.
They're not that kind of intelligent. Not bury our dead intelligent,
I
right?
think.
Yeah, they are.
You found my
Ashcan
cat
might
yet?
Be onto something here. What we may be seeing with these things are a more advanced intelligence than what I think folks is used to.
A week ago in my world, there were still cars and bad TV shows and this kind of shit. I'm willing to buy anything at this point.
Well, maybe we got a highly intelligent animal out there. Because they're a lot bigger than what they used to be, right?
Which to me makes a lot more sense than shapeshifter.
So, let's...
All legends
If
start
they
somewhere.
have intelligence, does that mean they also have the capacity for vengeance? Because we just killed a lot of their fucking wolves. We killed their fucking matriarch.
Ravens do it.
Yeah.
So do crows. So, I think a little more advanced. I'm not saying he's right. I'm not saying you're wrong. But if we have to have an open mind, because I've seen some pretty phenomenal shit out here. And this ain't the normal world. You and I have
Likewise.
both seen it.
Likewise, I've seen mutant shit.
So,
Absolutely, mutant is not shapeshifting.
correct.
just wait till the bear find us.
Every legend starts somewhere, though.
I'll tell you what. Let's put it this way. Let's put it on the table, right? If we go with the idea that these might be shape-shifting death beasts, are we out anything?
Of our minds?
Are we out?
No.
Out any safety reasons?
You plan for the worst case scenario. It can only get better from there.
Pascal's wager applies to most scenarios, and this one especially. I'm going to go with the safety. Because if I'm wrong, we're just more safe.
And Pascal's dead, so
I think she needs some more experience points on that. Just using Pascal. As long as
Yeah, no,
nice.
totally.
A little golf clap for the intelligent lady.
This feels oddly condescending.
Tomorrow's End is played with the Morrow Project version 4.0 game system, available from Timeline Ltd at www.timelineltd.com. We also use with permission the ambient sound collection from tabletopaudio.com. Check them out for a ton of ambient soundscapes for your tabletop RPG sessions. Until next time,